Good. Okay. All right. So the first thing I want to show you today is something called sweep. All right. So sweep is a way that we can basically use two sketches to create something that you wouldn't normally be able to build any other way. So I'm going to start by drawing a line, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to pick a plane to work on, and then I'm just going to go into my sketch view, and I'm going to draw a line, and let's just pretend I want to go from here to here to here, and I'm going to add in an arc on the end. Whoops, let me hit an arc by 3 points. So the first point is going to be there. My second point will be over here, and I'll be up here someplace. And I know if I'm going to take a shape around this, square corners aren't going to work. So I'm just going to put a fillet in here. And let's just take it about like that. All right, so my shape is going to follow that. So I could be building a siphon or anything along those lines. I'm going to go back into my 3D. Now, looking at it in 3D, we see that, all right, so this is still on a single plane, but it basically goes all over the place on that plane. So in order to do a sweep, we need a sketch that's going to follow that. So that sketch has got to be what we call normal to that. And we need a plane for us to draw on. So over here in the planes, there is one that's called normal to a curve. Okay, so I'm going to say normal to a curve. And so I'm going to come down to the very end and pick the very end. And so once you get this, it's looking for you to say, yeah, I want 0. And once you get that, we can just say, okay, and then we have a plane on the end. All right, so I'm going to roll myself around here. And let me turn off the base so they're not facing us. So if you notice, there's the end point of our long curve. And so let's just say we wanted I wanted a line, and I'm going to take plane 6. Oh, never mind. What happens is you forget to unlock it from your previous drawing, so it wants to go right back there. So now I can take a line or a circle. Let me take a circle, and I'll come down to plane 6 and lock onto plane 6. And then I can find that end, and I'll draw a circle on plane 6. And I'll just say, I want a circle, let's say 2 millimeters. And you can see that, all right, it's got that blue shading, which means, all right, I'm a completed sketch, and you can do something with me. So I'll go back to my 3D view here, and we want to take that circle and follow that arc, this line here. And so this is a piece we call sweep. So I'm going to add material, and I'm going to sweep. And there are a lot of settings here. You can look them up and figure out what they all do. But, you know, to begin with, it just takes the defaults. And so we can basically come in and we can select the line and say, yep, that's the path we want to follow. And then you can either chain and pick the circle, or you can do face and pick the circle. And then we can say, I'm done. And it creates that really kind of a cool shape. So that was done with two 2D sketches that were normal to each other. In other words, on different planes that intersect at a 90-degree angle. That's